Call Halayimla Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rechak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting a good fight of faith and truth, in sincerity and wholeheartedly, Shalom to the Akwath, which is the women believer, Shalom to you, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Now, this clip is only 45 seconds. What I want to title this video is Let's Go Into the Mind of the Devil. So this is just their MO. This is how they was created, as it's saying Psalms 58:2. All right. They weigh wickedness in the earth, the violence of their hands. All right. They be born speaking lies, strange from the womb, which means they're natural born sinners, contrary to the Lord. But I want to play the first 5 seconds. We're going to get some few scriptures because I don't want this video to be too long. And then, like I said, this clip's only 45 seconds. So we're going to let the rest play out. So,
too many people, too much consumption, and growth mania.
So this devil, Paul, I think his name is Ehrlich. All right. Paul Ehrlich. And as you see, said humanity is not sustainable to maintain our lifestyle. See, our lifestyle. Let's talk about them. Yours and mine's basically for the Earth planet. You need 5 more Earths. So he obviously just died not that long ago. You know, a couple of years ago, if I want to say. But this is the same mindset of these devils. So when we go in the book of 2nd Esdras, we talk about mass death. The Lord talks about mass death. The Lord talks about shortening the days, because if he didn't shorten the days, there'd be no flesh saved. So that's the mind of these devils. If the Lord would just turn his back and be like, allow Esau to do what he want to do, everybody be dead. Okay? So the water for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And the Lord told you, the characteristics of the devil. It said, the thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. But I am come that you may have life and that they may have it more abundantly. So you see the two contrary natures. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is life. This man is death itself. Okay. But he was created that way. And then also, what did the scripture says? This is the first book. This is the creation story right here. So it says, so the Most High created man in his own image, in the image of the Most High, which is the Elohim. All right. That's how you say it in the Hebrew. The image of the Elohim created he him. Male and female created he them. Let you know that it was more than just Adam and Eve. And the Most High blessed them, and said unto them, be fruitful and multiply. But this devil talking about, and I even been hearing that. I used to actually speak like this, not in people need to die, but I used to say that the earth is so overpopulated. And I'm gonna get a scripture to back up why it's it seems like it's overpopulated. So but let me get this real quick. I'm trying to get out of this there we go. All right. So verse 28, and it said, and to subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moved upon the earth. So in the beginning, we actually had control of these things. Now you see a beast of the earth, which it could be a bear, a lion, a rabid dog. All right. They gonna get your ass. But of course, the Lord got us. I came across many dogs, and all they do is bark, when they behind the fence. I actually came across a stray dog, and I was shocked that, he just kept going. And all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That was a big ass dog. I thought I was gonna have to put on the jets. Okay. But anyways, but that's the type of, fear and dread we used to have on the animals. And that's coming back in the kingdom of heaven. But yeah, so this devil, he just contrary. So we just read what the Lord said. It's supposed to be fruitful and multiply, right? So it said, who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worship. So he asked the Most High to live in the temple of the Most High, show himself that he is the Most High. So he opposes and exalt himself above that is called the Most High. So the pride of his heart have deceived him to the point that he actually think that he's controlling things down here, and that he have to say so that how many people can be left on the earth. So when we go back to the Georgia Guidestones, remember, maintain population under 500 million. And remember, population is close to 8 billion, as they say. That's a lot of people got to go. And the scripture said that's going to be the case. Okay. And that's actually what he was made to do. He was made to do. Now, I want to show you something real quick in the NLT, because the earth is made to be inhabited, but this devil got everybody sitting on top of each other. It said, what sorrow for you who buy up houses after houses, field after field, until the land is evicted and you live alone in the land. But I have heard Yahweh Bashim Yahushua having an army swear a solemn oath. Many houses will stand deserted, even beautiful mansions will be empty. So that's what's about to happen. All right. That's why the Lord said you have to shorten the days. But verse 8, this devil, he buy up all the land and just put, businesses there. That's why, our communities is called literally we don't really call it that no more. But back in the day, they used to call it the projects, because it was a project. OK, it was a science experiment. You got buildings with 100 stories and everybody on top of each other. I swear it's more apartments than houses, so everybody just, on top of each other, next to each other. All right. It's so many. It's a lot of vast land that's inhabited, because Esau, hey, the earth is given into his hands, so everybody just bunched up in the city, bunched up in the neighborhood. So it seemed like it's overpopulated, but the earth is vast. Also, I think that's Isaiah. And we're going to get to the video. It's only 40 more seconds. But it said, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is the Most High. He created the heavens and earth and put everything. Oh, matter of fact, I want to read this in the KJV. For thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that created the heavens, the Most High himself, that formed the earth and made it. He established it. He created it not in vain. He formed it to be inhabited. I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and there is none else. So I guess according to this devil and the rest of the devils that think like him, the Most High, miscalculated. Okay. He don't know what he doing. That's everything that's going on in the world right now that's dealing with his science or technology. He's literally saying that the Most High did it wrong, and our technology can fix everything. And not even understanding that the world, the way that it is supposed to be this way. Everything that he is doing, the scripture said that he will do it. The scripture said that the earth is giving it to his hands. So if the earth is giving it to the hands of the wicked, how you think the world is going to be ran? You think it's going to be peace? Think it's going to be happiness? Scripture says when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Proverbs 29:2. And when the righteous rule, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So that's what's coming. So now, one more. It say even the heavens are Yahweh's, but the earth he have given to the children of men. So talk about, we would need 5 earths to sustain what we want. Didn't the scripture say that he would take till he never have enough? That's this devil. That's the characteristics of the devil.
Too many people, too much consumption, and growth mania.
At the age of 90, biologist Paul Ehrlich may have lived long enough to see some of his dire prophecies come true. You seem to be saying that humanity is not sustainable.
No, humanity is not sustainable. To maintain our lifestyle, yours and mine.
Yeah, and you see he's talking to another Edomite. Ours and mine. Okay? They recognize that they are the minority. Remember, it was like a little thing, I think back in 2023, maybe 3 years ago. They was talking about how, they don't make babies like that. And it was like a big thing. It was all on the news and stuff like that. But yeah, anyways, This devil had literally have the earth given to him, and he still don't have it's still not enough to him. He literally want to be able to walk around and see nobody. And that's weird. That's weird. Now, I feel that way now because I'm in a wicked world. I don't want to be around people. All right. But this devil, you know, sadly, is still enough people who look at these people as not the devil. Okay. So they got the world in their hand. They don't have to lift up a finger, move a muscle. All right. And they still want to just walk around and just see nobody but robots and a little bit of slaves for their personal, uses. That's it. Weirdoism. But what you expect is the wicked. Let me get this real quick. Because all he's doing is what he's supposed to do. It said, and there went out another horse that was red. It was so ironic about that. In Genesis 25, a man named Esau came out red. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. They should give it, and there was given unto him a great sword. You want to know what's so ironic about that? In Genesis 27, his blessing is the sword. I wonder who this talking about. Let's go to verse 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed him. So yeah. That's all these devils can bring. That's all the devil gon' bring. All right. And you continue to keep living. You continue to keep unbelieving. And you're going to be in the midst of this. And you ain't going to have no protection. Okay. So this is what he does. And power was given unto him. From who? Yahweh Bashmal Rashai. Unto them over the fourth part of the earth, which is America. Toby Lester, he wrote a book called The Fourth Parts of the World. And he called Americas the fourth part. And the first part is Asia, Africa, and Europe, which ain't really no such thing as Europe. It's just Northern Asia. But just like no such thing as Middle East, it's just Western Asia. But yeah. So it says, and with hunger, and with the death, and with the beasts of the earth. So this is the things that are coming. So since he have this mindset, he is going to do things to make a lot of people go. As it says in 2 Esdras 5:1, it said there is a day that's going to come when people are going to be taken at a great number. Okay. So the Lord is telling you that these days are approaching. And I'm just showing you inside the mind of the devil. This is their thought process. He is the poster child of what the devil want to do. OK.
I'm basically for the entire planet. You'd need 5 more Earths. Not clear where they're going to.
No, you don't. We just read about it. All right. But we're going to see how the earth is supposed to be. This is how vast the earth is. Now, if you know the truth, right? Babylon the Great, also known as America, is going to be destroyed. So the Lord is about to destroy a whole continent. He's about to destroy a whole continent. North America is a very vast land. Okay? Just that's how much, that's how big the earth is. That the Lord don't give a damn about a whole continent. He could have just destroyed the people. All right. He could have actually destroyed, the land and just build it back up. He said, no, this place is going to be a desert. Talk about you need 5 more Earths. He about to destroy a whole continent and then start over. All right. We're going to bring us back to our land and we're going to rule from there. But the whole earth is going to be ours. So, yeah, what you talking about, Willis?
Come from?
Just in terms of the resources that would be required.
Resources that.
The reason that it seemed like it's a lack of resources because you got the curse of Cain. Remember, the ground don't yield its fruit for you. Why you think that we have all this GMOs? I think it's like 4 and 13, 4 and 16. Let me see. I'm going to start from 12. When you tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shall you be in the earth. This is the same thing. Just to let you know, I'm going to show you a little correlation between Esau. and Cain. Same person, same spirit. Okay. So you had Cain and Abel, and you got Esau and Jacob. Real simple. So saying Isaac, his father, answered, saying unto him, Behold, your dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. And by your sword shall you live, and serve your brother. It shall come to pass, when you shall have dominion, you shall break yoke from off your neck. All right. But I want to show you, I'm trying to find a definition. Dang, I can't find it. Let me see. Let me see something real quick. I think vagabond. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, that's not it. Maybe try one more. I'm going to go back to the video because I'm Dominion from the past. And watch. And then when I get off the video, then it's gonna come to me. But it's all good. I'm gonna probably do a whole separate video now, just to show you that Cain is Esau. But anyways,
would be required the systems that support our lives, which of course are the biodiversity that we're wiping out. Humanity is.
But I want to continue to read. So it says, "You behold." So as you see, the ground don't yield its fruit. So he's talking about resources, limited resources. This is why. All right, because the ground don't yield its fruit. This is why you have to genetically modify organisms. Okay, because you're ruling. Things is about to go back to its natural state, though. But man, where is that at? I gotta find it. And if I don't find it, I'm gonna end the video. I got one more scripture. He's gonna pay me every man. Never do but heaven. All right, one more time. That's Noah. Is it another one? Let's see if I can find it. But anyways, I probably got two things mixed up. There's probably the fugitive and the vagabond. For some reason, I thought it was in Genesis 27, but it's in Genesis 4. But anyways, so this is the mind of the devil. Still correlate. At the end of the day, this ain't about convincing. This is about telling. But if you in the truth, you already know this stuff. So it says, and the nations were angry, and your wrath has come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and you should give reward unto the servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear your name, small and great, should destroy them which destroy of the earth. So, this is what the devil do. This is what he was meant to do. We just read Revelation 6 and 4, Revelation 6 and 8 to tell you the characteristics of the devil is to take peace from the earth and cause a lot of death. And that's why he's talking like this. All right. And you already know I always got to try to end it on some good news for us. Because when these times come, right? Therefore, thus say to Yahweh Bashem Al Bashai, behold, my servant shall eat, but you should be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but you should be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but you should be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing of joy of heart, but you shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. And that's what you call Jacob's trouble. And when it said he should be saved out of it, this is what it's talking about. The Lord going to sustain us. Since you have kept the words of my patience, I will also keep you from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them. Revelation 3 and 10. So all praises to Yahweh Bashem Al Bashai. Seek ye out the Lord while he may be found. And Shalom.